My name is Nick. I'm a full-time trader and entrepreneur. We put out tons of stuff for free for traders. These are real trades. This is real money. I'm putting my money on the line. This is going to be a live trading video here, locking in over $1,000 on this trade.
Wow, I'd love to get in on this.
Technical insights that really look good to me.
Here we go. We're live.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to the stream. It is Monday, and it's time to get back going into another trading week. How are you doing? Good to see you guys. I see Theo in the chat. I see Jabari Graham. I see all sorts of people showing up. Thank you for being here. Happy Monday to you, and I hope that you had a nice weekend. And hope you had a happy Halloween if you celebrate it. If you don't, then I hope you had a nice Sunday. So either ways, thank you for being here. Like I said, every Monday through Friday, I do a live stream here where what I do is I go through the markets. I talk about trading setups and ideas and things that, are on the radar for the currency market. I am mostly an FX trader. I do invest in stocks and crypto, but mostly I am actively trading US indices. I'm trading things like the foreign exchange, of course, currencies and commodities, maybe things like gold, oil, something like that. So that's kind of my my area of interest. If you're newer to these streams, then I want to invite you to hit that subscribe button down below, hit that like button, and come back and see us Monday through Friday at this time, 9 a.m. US Eastern. We're on here, we're hanging out, and there's a whole bunch of great people in the chat. So real quick, if you're happy, if you're excited that the markets are back open and we are back doing what we love, which hopefully you love trading. It should be a passion for you rather than just a thing trying to make money. The best traders do love this stuff. So if you're new here, if you're old here, whatever you are, thank you for being here. Hit that like button. Let's run up the like to start up the stream. And let's get this show rolling, you guys. Let's go. So let's take a look at the dollar here. Do US dollar. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this because you guys like this screen layout, apparently. We asked you guys on the stream once. We said, hey, do you guys like the this layout, right? Or this one, right? And this one was way, way more popular. So I actually kind of agree. The editor, Chandler, and I, we've been kind of playing around with it, trying to make it look nice because the streaming service that we offer has a little bit of limitations on it, but I think we're making it look right. And, it's one thing at a time. Of course, we've always got the confetti, which we can show. Throw up that confetti. Yeah, look at that. See that? Monday morning, man. Traders will know that Monday morning is something to celebrate, right? Because the markets are open and we're back doing what we love. So something to be thankful for. You don't always have to hate Mondays, especially if you're a trader. It's actually kind of a, hey, it's exciting. We're back into another week. So let's do it. Before we jump into a bunch of charts and stuff, can we take a look real quick at the news for the week? Let's do this because if you're a day trader, if you're a swing trader, it doesn't really matter. I really am a believer that you should probably take a minute to look at the news for the week. And you guys, look at this red candle or red folder busy week. This is a crazy, crazy week in the markets. You've got big data coming in every day of the week. Now, of course, today is Monday, and you've got a couple things right off the rib. They said, "Oh, it's Monday. It's time to raise some hell," right? So we've got the U.S. dollar news coming out at 10. We've got later on today. We've got some big news for Australia. The cash rate, which is basically the interest rate available in the Australian central bank. So actually, is there anything? The RBA is expected to signal a retreat from the ultra loose monetary policy. So, okay, right. If you're looking at AUD currencies and you're saying, or currency crosses, you're looking at Aussie dollar, Aussie yen, whatever you're looking at, right? And you're saying, okay, hey, we've got this big news around the corner. If the RBA does indeed retreat from that ultra loose monetary policy, right? If they step down from, hey, we're going to print so much money to cover the situation, right? That would be great for the currency. That would be considered bullish. But if they have any surprises, then of course that can cause some volatility. And pretty much that's why all of these folders are red. There's these big pending decisions and rates and figures that have to come out from the central banks. And if they are better than expected, then of course they can cause the currency to go up significantly, right? So anyways, we have big news all this week. Tuesday, we've got some NZD unemployment numbers, which could be very, very market impacting. If you're trading the NZD pairs, watch out on Tuesday. If you're trading the dollar pairs, we've got a very, very busy Wednesday and a very, very busy and biggie Friday, right? Busy Friday because we've got that unemployment number, or NFP, the biggest one of the month. In many cases, this news event can cause some serious trends and movements in the US dollar currency crosses, and really a lot of the other currencies for that matter. So there's an outlook on the news just to start out today's interest. So we'll keep an eye on that going into the week. Of course, if there's big news releases, I'll try and cover them here for you, as we always do. Yeah, let's get into it. So now we'll take a look at a chart. I don't know why my thing is messing up here a little bit. Let me try this again. So I'll go full screen. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so let's look at the dollar. So the dollar going into this week, you can see last week we had that incredible strong rally for the dollar. Now, I am dollar bullish, so I am looking for dollar positions or dollar setups, right, to the long side. This is the DXY. If you're not familiar with the DXY basically what it is it's a conglomerate or a combination of a bunch of different currencies against the dollar at the same time, and it gives you that summary view of what the dollar is doing. So again, last week, big run up on the dollar. So the dollar got very strong. Now we are seeing a little bit of a pullback. Is this a pullback? Is it a reversal? Let's see. I would say that this is most likely a pullback play. Now, of course, we will have to see, because this week is full of data coming out from the US. So we'll have to see if the dollar does in fact, just treat this as a bounce, or if we get negative, bad numbers or something surprising, of course, we could see a reversal. I say often on my channel, I'm not a fortune teller. I am a trader. So my goal is not to try and predict the future perfectly. My goal is to take trades that make sense, keep my risk small, etc. So, for example, I'm looking at this thing, I'm saying, all right, well, maybe if the dollar comes down, we could get a good, decent risk to reward. I do like this area of past resistance turned potential support, right? Something like that could make sense just on a macro scale looking at the US dollar. Let's look at it on a daily chart really quick too, you guys. We'll take a look at the daily view, and you can see, okay, now we've got something interesting. We've got, the price trying here to put in a high. We'll see if that can play out. But overall, again, nice upward trend here for the dollar. There's your moving averages. Everything looking pretty clean. This is a daily chart view, by the way. So when you're looking at this, you're looking at a big term uptrend. And I've been betting on this trend for a while. I've been betting in favor of the US dollar for a while here, looking for opportunities to try and stay, with this flow of traffic, right? Since May of 2021, we have seen the dollar bottom out and have started to rise. And with Fed monetary policy continuing to go towards that tightening, I do expect the dollar to continue higher and maybe even put in a new high of year, right? So something like these plays could be great little swing trades in my view. Now, I do have a dollar position open right now. So let's go ahead and switch the chart over to my current trade, which is dollar yen. So I am currently long on dollar yen. I'm up $200 here. So nothing crazy, but hey, a nice little way to start Monday morning. And, with inflation going so fast, maybe that'll buy me a cup of coffee eventually. I'm kidding. It's not that bad, but inflation is high, so be careful out there. Gas prices seem to go up every time I fill up at the pump. So maybe it's time I go for that Tesla car switch and start doing electric. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyways, Monday morning confetti. Indeed, Don. Greetings from Zambia. Thank you for being here. From Uganda. Will this impact the market? News? Yeah, so everything I showed you on those folders, those will absolutely impact the prices. To some degree or another, people will be factoring them in and moving them around. So USD not doing well this morning. It is not doing so well. You're right. The dollar coming down a little bit, but I would say that, it might just be a healthy pullback, right? Because remember, even in a good trend, markets don't go straight up forever. They usually take dips, they take breaks, just like anybody else, right? It's like a pro athlete. Even pro athletes got to take breaks in between their sprints and their major milestones that they're making, right? So anyways, this is my dollar yen position that I'm currently sitting in right now. My stop loss is at break even. After this stream, for those of you guys who are inside of the Discord where I shared this trade, I'll probably be making an update there after this stream. In fact, I do like the fact that we were able to kind of break out of this level here. This is now, I mean, I'm going to still mark it as resistance just because what you'll notice here is that we had this big rejection at this point. So I am bullish. Let me ask you guys real quick. Can you guys help me out? I just want to see what your thoughts would be right here. Would you, let me see if I can do this well. Let me see. Okay. Would you close the trade, close, or hold this trade? I just want to see what you guys have to say. Drop it in the chat real quick. Would you close this trade if you were open on this trade? I cannot spell there. Okay, there we go. Would you hold this trade or would you close this trade? Real quick, just drop it in the chat. So again, this is dollar yen on the long side. And I am currently sitting in a trade. It is at resistance. So the question is, do you close here? Do you say, hey, it's at resistance, it's time to close, or do you hold? And I'll give you my opinion. You guys probably know for a while, right? If you've been watching me for a while, you probably know what I'm going to say. But for the newer traders, I'm just curious to see what people say. So, okay, a couple people saying hold, a couple people saying close. No, don't close, but move the stop loss. I like that. Hold, close. Okay, thank you guys for the feedback. By the way, hit that like button if you're watching the stream and you're enjoying it. Throw that like on the stream. What it does is it helps get this sort of message to more people out there. So run the like button up if you don't mind while you're commenting. Thank you so much for the support. Hold and trail stop loss. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So if you know my content, if you've been watching the stuff that we put out on the channel here, then you know that my trading style generally is trailing stops. So I would not take profit here or close this trade at this level. It doesn't mean that that's the right thing to do, right? I don't want to come across as, you have to trade like me, otherwise you're stupid or whatever, right? No, like you can trade how you would like to trade. And if you have a strategy that you've tested, hey, you take a 3R trade, you close that profit and you're done, right? If that's what you do, then by all means, do you. But for me, what I do is I like to trail stops. So if I entered back here, my entry was on this candle. So I entered on that candle and have held this trade. I've now moved the stop loss to break even. And my plan is to move my stop loss up to lock in some profit. Now, of course, I will be making that update inside of the Discord, which, by the way, you guys, we're doing our Black Friday sale all month. And if you haven't already, if you're not already in the Discord, and you've been watching these live streams and you've been like thinking about it, I'm telling you, today is your day. Today is your day to get 40% off the gold membership option that we have here at A1 Trading. You can join our Discord. You can see every trade that I take. It's a one-time fee, and it's currently 40% off. Like I said, it is the best price that you will get all year. And if you've been meaning to join us, now's your chance to do it. So anyways, I took this trade. Yeah, there's the link in the description right there. So check it out. And again, use that code, you get 40% off. But anyways, I bought dollar yen here. So I looked at it. I was bullish on this pullback, and sure enough, things have bounced really, really nicely from where I initially got in. I actually kept my stop loss fairly tight on that trade and have now moved it into break even. So again, it's I haven't made an update since last week, so it is a new week and things are going well for my dollar yen trade. So I will probably make a move towards trailing this stop loss into profit. So hey, throw the confetti up for that one. We got a profitable trade to start the week. That's not so bad. We'll take it, right? Bam! Look at that confetti. I love that. You guys, the streams are about to be leveled up for sure. Now we got Chandler in the editing booth. Man, we've got party stuff going on for sure. And again, by the way, stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. We're doing this all month. We've got NFP stream planned for Friday. Come back and hang out with us there. So again, if you're serious about your trading and this is like your first time at the live stream, hit the subscribe, but also click the notification bell, and then you'll get notified whenever we go live so that you can come watch what's going on. But again, there's the dollar yen initial thought process. I do want to give you guys just a little bit of a thought process update. So I am bullish on the dollar. You guys have been seeing the bullish theory play out here on the dollar. We've been talking about that for months, it feels like. But basically, I said, towards that monetary policy tightening situation with the Fed, that just seems like a march in the right direction. GDP growth is really good here. Stock market's doing quite well. And the Fed is probably like, hey, you know what? We are probably good to start taking off a little bit of stimulus. That's their thought, right? Especially with inflation so high, they want to do something about that. So let's print some less money. And what that does is it causes the dollar to appreciate. And that's stuff that we cover in the group all the time. Pretty much every trade that I take, I share the full breakdown with fundamentals and technicals. So if that is something that would be helpful to you, if you'd like to read along with my thoughts throughout the week, best way to do that is to join the Discord. You also get access to our chat rooms. And this week, you guys, we have officially a new coach doing our webinars. Ivan, if you know Ivan, hey, he's right here. He's listening to Spotify. I wonder what he's listening to right now. But anyways, Ivan is going to be doing our live streams or our coaching calls inside of the group. So if you're a newer trader out there, you're just losing money, or you're unsure of what you're doing, or you're just an experienced trader looking for a chat room and community to join, this is the place to be, and this is the best time to join of the year. Our Black Friday sale is 40% off of the group. I am going to probably annoy people by reminding people about this all month, but again, it's the best time to do it. So I don't, the worst thing is when we get to like December and then someone's like, I missed the sale. How can I get in? And then we're just like, sorry, we tried to make it aware to people. So yeah, sorry for the repeats, but just want to make it aware to everyone. So anyways, dollar yen, that is my position right now. I do plan on holding this, but after the stream, I will be trailing stops. And those of you guys who are in the Discord, you should see an alert pop up there on your phone of my new stop loss placement. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Let's take a look now at Euro USD. Maybe we'll come back to dollar yen once things get going. But euro dollar, ooh, this is interesting, you guys. Is this gonna be a retest opportunity for the sellers here? Let's take a look at this. So here's your 4-hour view on euro dollar. And let's draw this fib. So we got a fib here from the swing high to the swing low. And it does look like, if we line that up, that we've got some resistance here in that 38.2% retracement. That's a pretty clean setup in my view. You've also kind of got this trend line break and retest idea, right? You've got this thing coming back up to that trend line, the 38.2, the resistance. And if you've been following along with my thoughts, I am bearish on the euro and bullish on the dollar. So I like the setup. I think there may be some opportunity here to look at Euro USD shorts. Of course, that is my opinion. As always, please remember, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. I'm sharing my thoughts and opinions, and I can be wrong. So just that disclaimer, I try and say it as often as I can for the newer traders who are like, what do I do? Do I sell it here? Do I buy it here? Right? We're not here to, give cheap signals. We're here to really talk about markets, to learn the ins and outs, talk about technical and fundamental analysis, and do it in a way that is hopefully constructive and gives you insight to go off and practice and apply these concepts on your own time, right? So yeah, I do like Euro USD to the short side, honestly, at 38.2. I'll keep a tab on that. And what I might do is actually just set this just in case the dollar gets a little bit of a pop to the downside, right? That would cause Euro USD to possibly trigger this alert, right? So maybe I'll take a closer look at it there and see how my dollar yen trade is doing at that time, and then just try and position the portfolio correctly. That's a whole nother thing that is important that maybe not everyone thinks about is portfolio management is really important from your trading accounts perspective. Because if you have like 5 trades open, but they're all dollar bearish at the same time, if the dollar flies higher, all 5 trades are going to probably close negative, right? So thinking about that, thinking about positioning yourself so that you're not overexposed to one currency, and also so that your risk management is in check, is sort of an advanced concept that maybe not a lot of traders are thinking about. So for example, right, I am currently long UJ. So I have a position on dollar yen to the long side. What if I took a Euro USD short, right? What I have to factor in, and this is part of my trading strategy and probably should be something that you think about, right? If I were to be long on UJ, I am exposed to dollar bullishness, right? If I was to short Euro USD, I am also exposed to dollar bullishness. Why? Because I'm shorting the euro, buying the dollar. I'm buying the dollar, shorting the yen, right? That if I was to take both of these trades at the same time, that would be my position. And now, if you notice, I have two long exposed US dollar trades. And that's fine if you position size correctly. But if you risk like 2% on this trade and 2% on this trade, all of a sudden you've actually just risked almost 4% roughly on dollar long side action, right? And the reason that that's concerning is that we know that risking small is really key to trading success. And so if you're sitting here and you're actually, what if you take on, maybe you throw in an NZD USD short and then you throw 2% on that. And all of a sudden, you've got 6% exposed to dollar bullishness. And that's fine. But remember, I can be wrong. You can be wrong. Whether any of us like to admit it or not, we can be wrong. And so you don't want to sort of sit yourself into a situation where you pick up several positions at the same time that are really just exposed to the same thing, because then you're over leveraged. You're risking too much per trade and all on the same thing. Does that make sense? Does that concept, do me a favor, drop a like on the stream if that made sense, and or just type yes in the chat. That would be awesome to see if you guys sort of understood that. But that's something I'm telling you, like if you're newer to trading, or maybe you're more experienced in trading, but you've never really thought about that concept, it's actually really, really important to think about. If I go around just taking long positions on the dollar against everything, I'm really just taking one giant long position on the dollar that, doesn't really make sense to my risk management model. It's really important that I keep things in relation to one another. Your trading account is more important than the individual trades that you're taking, if that makes sense. Kind of an important concept there, but I just wanted to talk about that with you guys today, because that's what I do when I think about taking a position. I usually try and keep myself from overexposing to one currency at a time, because that's an advanced mistake, right? If that makes any sense at all. It's something that you can very easily mess up on without even realizing that you're messing up on. So yeah. Again, this stuff is this is me 6 years into my trading journey, right? So this is stuff that takes time to learn, and I hope that you're getting this stuff from the stream. You're getting value out of the streams and picking up on little lessons and things that I've messed up on in the past. Are you invested in Tesla? Yes. Do you guys want to guess what my average entry price on Tesla is, just for fun, just so I can brag? So I can brag on stream. You guys ready? Oh my gosh, Tesla's up to. This is amazing. Does anybody know what my guess my entry price on Tesla? So we're looking at Tesla really quick. I'm in awe of this price movement. What's your guess? So we'll look at it on just for fun. Tesla is an insane stock. It is just an insane stock. This thing is going crazy to the upside. And this is absolutely, no questions asked, the best trade or investment that I've ever made. It started out as a trade, and I ended up just holding and holding and holding, and just never had a reason to sell it. Okay, yeah, the price entry that I have on Tesla is $99. So I own Tesla. I bought it on the 2020 dip here. So I must be up 1,000% by now. Yeah, we crossed 1,000%. That is just insane. That one trade is just crazy. And I don't say that to brag like, oh, I knew it was going to do this. I just liked the company. I like the controversial figurehead, Elon Musk. I don't know. I thought he was entertaining and a very, very smart guy, and he is visionary. And I like the company as well. Their cars are really, really awesome and revolutionary. So I bought Tesla, and you guys would not believe it now, but some of you guys may remember this if you're a stock investor, but my goodness, when a little before I bought Tesla, like the year before, you guys would not imagine how much hate Tesla holders got. Like people just were like, if you're buying Tesla, you're a dreamer and there's no chance. Like it is so real how much harassment the Tesla bulls out there got, because people were like, it's going to zero, it's going to go bankrupt, they have no money, they don't make any money, right? And then all of a sudden, bam, it went crazy. When are you buying Tesla? I bought Tesla in March of 2020, and it was just a insane ride from there. But I cannot complain. It's nice news to see it popping up even more. Taking a look here at AUD USD on the 1 hour chart. Of course, stocks are something I invest in. I don't really trade them actively. I occasionally will step in and take trades if there's something I really like. But again, Tesla has just been the trade of a lifetime. I'm not going to say lucky, because I did love the company. I did buy the company, but I had no idea it would go up that tremendously. Probably 7 figures right now. I mean, I think I bought a good bit of it. I didn't buy, I bought a good bit of it. I have 70 shares of Tesla at $99. That's 70 times 99. So yeah, I put about $7,000 into Tesla in March of 2020, and oh my gosh, yeah, it's what's bankrupt. Well, it's like when a company collapses, right? Tesla, there was a big fear around early 2020, 2019, 2018, where people were like, Tesla's going to go to zero, and it's because they don't have proper funding and this and that, and they don't make enough money. And honestly, it looked really scary there. I thought the company very well could. JP Morgan at one point put a price target on Tesla at like $2, and the stock dropped like crazy. And then sure enough, I believe this to be right, but I believe that it might have been JP Morgan or something else, one of those funds that gave them a terrible rating people found out later that they had actually bought a ton of it after saying that, which is so Wall Street. That is so sketchy and questionable and scammy, right? Imagine saying like, that would be like saying you're a huge bank and you say the Australian dollar is really worth 75.6, right? You say price target. And then all of a sudden the price runs up there, and then people find out that later on the COT reports or whatever, that same fund, that huge fund that made the price go up like that by changing their judgment, was actually taking a huge short position and then sold it basically to all the retail traders. If you don't think that stuff happens, it does happen. It's the game is not fair to the little guys like you and I. So we really have to be careful out there, right? You can't just trust the headlines when it comes to stocks and Forex and stuff like that. It's risky business. Anyways, let's keep going with some currencies. Taking a look at AUD USD. I am bullish on this pair, or really more on the Australian dollar, but I'm also bullish on the dollar. So this one, you've got some resistance points here at 75.25, right? If that can break, maybe we see that march back up to the previous high at 75.5. We'll keep tabs on that for sure. When looking at the Australian dollar, this thing has been on a nice upward trend. And so maybe the dip buying is still in process, right? So let's keep going. We'll take a look at some of the other ones. AUD JPY while we're looking at Aussie pairs. This one I do like to the upside. Watching to see if we can get this break. Take a look here. We've got some resistance there at 85.9 or so. And then, of course, the recent top here. So a little bit of resistance. But if you're looking at Aussie yen, what I like here is that notice that, okay, this price is chugging higher. We're seeing this thing sort of tighten here at the top. So we've got nice little demand here coming in. So buyers, 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 right? We see that rising demand. And then we've got this big barrier up top where sellers are trying to hold their own. I would like to see this thing break out. I would actually love to do something like this. I'd love to see a big green candle, a pullback, and then looking for the continuation. That would be a trade that I would probably take in my account straight up. So we'll see if that can play out. But Aussie yen, make an attempt here, starting out the week pretty strong. We are back up at resistance. Question will be, can this week, can we see a nice pop above? And that will depend on, of course, yen weakness as well. And with all the big reports coming out this week with jobs numbers towards the end of the week, things like that, we very well could see, if things are optimistic, a pop above this level from a fundamental catalyst like big, great news for Australia. We do have RBA, the Royal Bank of Australia, talking later on, right? So they could make some news announcement in terms of monetary policy. The cash rate there could send the Australian dollar moving higher. So we will keep tabs on that. I actually really like that idea. If we get the pop to the breakout upside, looking for that continuation play, absolutely interested in Aussie yen here going into this week. We'll keep tabs on that for sure. Let's take a look at pound yen here. GBP, JPY here looking pretty interesting. We've got some support level here. It does seem like price does not want to break lower from there. However, to the credit of the sellers, we do kind of have this resistance point as well. So if just purely from a technical analysis standpoint, I'd watch both directions, really. We could actually draw this trend line. That's probably a more meaningful trend line. You've got that multiple rejection points here. So if you're a bull on pound yen, right, something like this could be, and actually, you know what? Let's look at this on the 4-hour chart because I think it'll be easier to see. So yeah, very, very clean concept here. Bullish continuations on these yen pairs are kind of the name of the game in my view going into this week. You guys already know I'm long on dollar yen. So we'll see if that can continue to play out. Congrats on the Tesla trade. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. That thing has been just the craziest trade ever to watch. But yeah, so name of the game here, in my opinion, is that trend continuation concept on pound yen. So for example, if we got something, you know, a big green candle here, right? Oh, I can't draw it because I've got the thing. Let's just pretend. Let's say we got a big green candle on big news or something like that. Something to break us out of this counter trend, right? So what I would say is that this here is the trend, right? The major trend is to the upside, and the minor or the counter trend here is this little move here. You have this sideways, slightly downward pullback, and what we're looking for is a failure of that pullback to maybe do something like this. Bam, bam, bam. That would be my ideal sort of setup on pound yen. I would actually really be interested in taking something like that. And we will definitely try and be patient to look for setups like that. Maybe going into this week. But again, my dollar yen trade, will go back just to take a look at it here. I'm still floating about $209 on this trade. I do plan on trailing stops after the stream. And like I said earlier, this trade and every other trade that I take is sent in the form of a trade alert inside of our private Discord channel. So the link for that is in the description. And as I have been saying quite a few times, just because I want to make people aware, we are doing that Black Friday sale all month. It is 40% off our gold membership. There's a link down below in the description if you'd like to sign up. And like I said, it is the best sale of the year. It's the lowest price. So if you've been liking the content, if you've been enjoying the stuff that we put out for free, and you would like to join our community to get the best stuff that we have, that's your chance to do it for the best price of the year. $210. We'll see if this thing can break. I would love to see if the dollar yen can get above this rejection point. We tried here. I woke up this morning and saw that we had made this pin bar here. And I was like, okay, well, it's probably time to trail in some stops. So I do plan on doing that. Like I said, if this big rejection shows, it could turn around, right? We could see that thing pull back. But I don't want to just assume that, because we're in a nice upward trend overall. And what do we know about upward trends? They usually tend to break supply for that trend to continue, right? If this market, if you sold every time price hit resistance in an uptrend, you would never actually hold for an uptrend, right? Because at one point that was resistance. And then at one point that was resistance, and that point resistance, right? And the thing is, upward trends break resistance. And that might be something that you haven't thought about. I know that was kind of revolutionary to me. It's kind of thinking in an uptrend, support is more valid than resistance. In a downtrend, resistance is more valid than support, because the market is pushing, it's breaking through those barriers continuously and making higher highs or lower lows in a upward or downward trend. Does that make sense? hopefully that does. Last one of the day, we'll take a look at gold here and see what's moving with gold. So if you guys remember, we talked about this actually already. If dollar strength comes into this week, we pointed out this idea here. We had the big break underneath. Now we are seeing that retest. So the question will be, can this area end up holding like we talked about on previous content recently? We'll have to see. I think that, I am bullish on the dollar. So I'm not necessarily bearish on gold, but we saw that retracement. We saw that grind to the upside here this morning in the last several 4-hour bars. We'll see. Big rejection candle here on let's see on the 1-hour chart what that looks like. Yeah, so rejecting at this level right now, we will have to watch to see if that follows through. But like I said, I'm dollar positive, dollar bullish. So the natural reaction for me is to say I think gold is neutral / bearish for now. So there you go. That's what we got for today, you guys. Thank you for being here. Happy Monday to you. We got streams all week, and we have the NFP stream on Friday. So I want to encourage you, come for the NFP stream. It's always really, really fun. There's a lot of people who show up. It's kind of a party, and we watch the spike itself, which is really entertaining to watch because all of our screens flash red or green all of a sudden. So it's kind of fun. So we do it every Friday or Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. US Eastern. The live stream for NFP will be scheduled in advance. It should be Friday at about 8 a.m., which is 1 hour earlier than usual. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. Don't miss our Black Friday sale. All the information is in the description. Check it out. If you like my content, if you've been meaning to join us, this is the chance to do it. So with that said, happy Monday to you. Have a great rest of your day, you guys. Thank you for being here, and we will see you back tomorrow. What's up, you guys? Thank you so much for making it to the end of today's stream. It really does go way more than you know towards supporting this content and our team here behind the scenes that makes all of this content possible. Before you go, I want to invite you to join our free Telegram and our free Discord, which will both be linked down below in the description. We share trading ideas, we share tips and tricks, broker recommendations, things that may be helpful to you in your trading career. And again, it's completely free. So down below in the description, click those links, join us there, and we'll see you in the next stream.